The question is that when we will use the Mohr's circle and when we will use the formula. For this case, we will consider some standard figures. If we have a presence of pure normal stress or pure shear stress, then you can prefer Mohr circle. All these figures represent, first 5 figures represent the normal stress without shear, and the last figure is your with shear. Now in this case, the Mohr circle will work very fast, and you can very quickly draw your, you can find out your answer. And if your figure has presence of normal as well as the shear, then you always use the formula. And if only pure normal or either pure shear, then prefer Mohr circle. So one by one we'll discuss this case. And if you have presence of sigma x, sigma y and tau xy, then always solve the problem by formula, because Mohr circle will take long time. So this is my figure number 1. This is a pure tensile. Figure number 2 is pure compressive. Figure number 3 is biaxial with like stress. Figure number 4 and figure number 5 is also biaxial. Figure number 6 is pure torsion, that is shear. Figure number 5, you can see that one is tension and other is compression. And figure number 4, both is compression. So let's take the first case. Figure number 3 and figure number 4 has both either tensile or either compressive. They are called as like stresses. In figure number 6, it's a mix, tension and compression. It is called as unlike stresses. Figure number 1, we have pure axial or pure tension. Figure number 2 is pure compressive. Figure number 6 is pure shear. So let's start with the figure number 1. It's a pure axial or called as pure tensile or tension. So coordinate A is sigma x comma tau xy. So these are my general coordinate for all. Say I'm drawing the Mohr circle. A is sigma x tau xy, B is sigma y minus tau xy. So for the first case, that is a pure tension case, we have sigma x equal to sigma, tau xy is 0, and on this element there is no y stress, there is no stress along the y direction. So we can write the point B equal to 0 comma 0 as because there is no shear stress. So point B represents the origin. So let's draw the axis. Horizontal axis sigma. Point A will lie on the sigma axis and point B will lie on the origin. So we have a center at exactly midpoint, that is sigma by 2, and we draw a full circle passing through point A and passing through point B. So sigma max is same as sigma A, that equal to sigma. Sigma minimum will be equals to 0 and tau max is equals to the radius, which is the sigma divided by 2. So very quickly we can generate information by drawing the Mohr circle. Let's take the second case. This is a pure compression. Again we can write the coordinate of A as sigma x tau xy. So this time sigma is negative value, tau xy is 0. Coordinate B is no value of sigma y 0, tau xy is 0. So this time your Mohr circle will lie on the left hand side, because the point A itself will lie on the left hand side and point B is the origin. So entire circle will lie to the left side if it is a pure compression. If somebody asks you what is diameter, diameter is sigma. So this represents the Mohr circle. So sigma max equal to 0 this time, sigma mean equal to minus of sigma, and radius will be equals to sigma. So we can write tau sigma equals to sigma by 2, or we can formula tau max equal to sigma max minus sigma minimum divided by 2. 0 minus sigma divided by 2 is sigma by 2. So radius will sigma by 2. Now take the figure number 3. Here we have both stresses are like, it's a biaxial. So sigma x is same as sigma y. This normally comes in hydrostatic, because in hydrostatic the pressure acting is same in all directions. So coordinate A is sigma comma 0 and coordinate of B is also sigma comma 0. Since both the points are identical, the Mohr circle will become a point on the sigma axis and its radius will be equal to 0 or diameter will be equal to 0. But this time it will lie on the right hand side. Now A will coincide with B, so same will be the point C also. So Mohr circle for pure like equal and like is a point on the Mohr circle. So in this case principal plane can be any angle. There are infinite number of possible angles for principal plane. Only for biaxial and hydrostatic. If the points are overlap, we have infinite number of principal plane. So for this case sigma max equal to sigma minimum is equal to sigma. So naturally it is true that we don't have a shear stress. So both the sigma axis, sigma x and sigma y itself is equal to sigma max and sigma minimum. by definition of principal plane. Now we'll go to the question figure number 4, where we are again the two equal like stresses, but both are compressive. So it is again a case of biaxial, and sigma x and sigma y both are equal to minus sigma. So coordinate of A will be minus sigma comma 0, and coordinate of B will be minus sigma comma 0. So this time your point will lie, Mohr circle will be a point, but will lie on the negative of sigma axis. So almost same idea again. So this time sigma max is same as sigma minimum equal to minus sigma, and tau max equal to 0. So just by looking at the figure, we can conclude that if there is no shear stress, then both the normal stresses itself represents the principal stresses. In question number 5, we have one stress is positive and one stress is negative. This is also biaxial, equal and unlike stresses. So this time sigma x is plus sigma and sigma y is minus sigma. So naturally point will lie on the opposite directions of origin. So coordinate of A is sigma comma 0, and coordinate of B will be minus of sigma comma 0. So both point will lie on the sigma axis and equidistance from origin. A will lie on the right hand side and B will lie on the left hand side. So C will be exactly the midpoint. So you can draw C the center and AC as the radius. So this is a very unique case. In this case, what you find here is that magnitude wise sigma max is same as sigma minimum is same as tau max. So sigma max is sigma, sigma minimum is equal to minus of sigma, and even the tau max is also equal to sigma. So magnitude wise all values are same. A very special case for two equal and unlike stresses, normal stresses. You almost get the same thing in the figure number 6 also, that will prove in a short time. Finally, we have a pure shear case. So there is no sigma x and no sigma y. So we are in the figure number 6 now. We can write coordinate of A as 0 comma tau xy, and coordinate is 0 comma minus tau xy. So first time we have both coordinates on tau axis and again equidistance from origin. So this point represents our A point and this point will represent the point B. Naturally C is the center at origin, and CA as a radius, C as the center, we draw the full circle. So we get a Mohr circle. So for this case also we can say that this one is sigma max is same as tau xy. This one is sigma minimum is also tau xy, and tau xy itself is equal to tau max. So see the figure number 5 and 6, they are identical figures, almost identical. In both situations you will get a circle centered at origin. So while selecting the choice, be careful. One gives the sigma max equal to sigma, and other gives sigma max equal to tau xy. Suppose we are given a state of stress, that is a circle at origin, then he can give you 4 choice, that is figure number 2, 3, 4 and 5, or figure number 2, 3, 4 and 5, or second time he will give you 2, 3, 4 and 6. So first time we have 5 is the answer and second time is 6 is the answer. Suppose we consider here one element which is in tensile test, and we apply the force along the longitudinal axis. So this particular tension test is used to draw the stress strain diagram at a lower yield point, that is SYT. So the maximum permissible value for this one, so this represents the state of the stress, and for the state of the stress, that is the pure tension, we have a Mohr circle as shown in the figure number 1. So this figure represents the pure tension case, that is a tensile test, and for this one the maximum permissible value for sigma is SYT. So the limit of this one is SYT comma 0. So that is the permissible value. If you are within the inside the circle, then you are safe, and outside we are on the failure side. So in this case the maximum value of shear stress produced, which is the radius of the Mohr circle, is exactly SYT divided by 2. So in any numerical, suppose you give SYT and you need to calculate the value of tau max, so you always use tau max equals to